10 minutes to 7 is the time. Now, Phil Collins has sold more than 100 million records worldwide and is now set to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a second time.
4 years after retiring from performing due to ill health, he's been speaking to our culture reporter Charlotte Gallagher about his career highlights and plans for the future.
Phil Collins, a career that spanned 6 decades. And the good news is he's feeling the best he has in a while.
Maybe the last, 18 months, say, has been fine. Before that, not so good. Everything health-wise caught up with me at the same time, you know, and whatever could go wrong did go wrong. But everything's fine now. I had problems with my knee, which I had for a while, but I played through it, you know, toured through it. But eventually I had to have a knee operation, and I had to have five times, because it kept either getting infected or it broke, you know. So I was inactive for a long time. But I do physio 3 times a week with a very stern Australian lady. You gotta have someone that bullies you, you know, and she bullies me.
It's like going to the gym, you need someone pushing you. A lot of people will remember you from Live Aid in the 80s and when you played both the UK and the US.
I'm over it now.
Are you over it now? I remember growing up, my mum and dad told me there was this guy and he played this and then he got on Concorde and then he did this and it was incredible. What are your memories of that day?
Oh, I remember it very well. Someone said, well, you could get Concorde and do both. And I said, yeah, okay.
Take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space.
And I did say, I'm not the only person doing it, right, because that looked showing off, you know. And they said, no, Power Station are in America and Duran Duran, same members, some of the same members. They're doing London, so anyway, I said, sure then, good. Power Station broke up. They didn't perform in America, and I ended up being the only person.
I can feel it coming in the air.
And retrospectively, you know, you can look at it and say it bonded the 2 events. I played the same 2 songs in both places.
And history was made.
I guess, yeah, it was Guinness Book of Records, I think. It wasn't set out like that. It was just the sort of one thing led to another, to another, to another.
I mean, you've had the most amazing career. And I was thinking how much your lyrics connect with people. You know, there's a Phil Collins song for when you're happy, when you're celebrating. There's a Phil Collins song for when you're grieving, when your relationship's breaking down, work's not going well. And your lyrics really connect with people. What does that feel like?
Well, it feels lovely. I'm basically your ordinary guy, you know, so therefore I have the ordinary feelings that we all have. I never pretended to be anything else other than ordinary. And I obviously have touched a few nerves along the way.
As well as his music, Phil also starred in the film Buster, alongside Julie Walters.
I mean, with their permission.
Phil Collins has many famous fans who've covered or sampled his songs, including Taylor Swift.
'Cause I can't stop loving you.
When I go on TikTok a lot, you see young people, like teenagers, discovering your music for the first time and they're listening to one of your songs. And they kind of posting their reaction. Have you seen any of these videos of and what do you think of these younger teenagers, never heard of you before, becoming Phil Collins fans?
I love it.
Yeah.
If you're a writer, or if you're a musician, or if you're a singer, what better compliment is there than someone likes what you do, you know? And that's really what it boils down to.
It's a beautiful song, but sad at the same time.
really makes me smile because
Yeah.
it's to see that there's some things that's got a little bit of legs, you know. It still kind of relates.
Do you think you might perform again?
I can't really see it happening, but I'm healthier now than I have been for quite a while. I mean, this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they asked me if I would perform, and I said no, because you know, you've got to be match fit to do something like that. You can't just go on stage, and you've got to have to rehearse, and then by that point, if you've not been singing, your voice is going to be shot, and then that's not going to be good. So I'd rather not do it. But whether I would go out again, I would contemplate, yeah. I mean, I'm constantly saying to myself, I've got to go back down into my studio at home.
And have you got lots of songs in your head that you haven't put
I've
down
got
yet?
lots of lyrical ideas that I write down. And there are things that are half-formed and a couple of things that are finished. So, you know, there's things that I can get my teeth into to start working on. When I look back, I've lived a charmed life, you know. I've really enjoyed most of it, 99% of it.
Charlotte Gallagher, BBC News.
So, possibly new material, probably not a live performance, but it wasn't an absolute no, was it?
No, I spoke to Charlotte about this interview, and she said he was just such a delightful, honest, kind of laid it all out, really open man to talk to, really, really lovely person to talk to. And I think when you have someone who's had so much longevity in a career, it can be a different personality, and it's nice to hear that, you know, those ones are good guys.
Time is 6:57. It's time now to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are.